Ouais, allô, comment allez-vous aujourd'hui? J'espère que vous allez bien aujourd'hui, que vous avez passé un bon week-end et que vous passez un bon début de semaine. Nous, on se retrouve pour la suite de Genshin. On s'était arrêté la dernière fois. You can resist us! Allez, hop, Spotify. Allez, bye bye. Hop, du coup, le jeu. Voilà. Ok, tout est good. Alors, du coup, la dernière fois, on avait fini, si je me rappelle bien, l'acte 7 de Nod-Krai. Et dedans, on avait... Qu'est-ce qui s'était passé? Oui, on avait affronté le docteur, il Dottore, qui avait pris la puissance des trois lunes. Et également, on suivait en parallèle l'histoire de Columbina, qui... euh, était coincée dans une espèce d'autre dimension. Je saurais même pas dire où elle était vraiment. Ah si, elle était dans le reflet de la lune qui donnait sur une autre dimension, qui plus t'avançais, plus tu remontais dans le temps. Elle avait réussi à aller jusqu'aux trois déesses de la lune et enfin ses sœurs du coup, et elle leur avait demandé leur pouvoir pour revenir et affronter le Dottore. Suite à ça, le reste de notre équipe a pu nous sortir de l'espèce de kidnapping que le Dottore avait fait sur nous. Et on l'avait combattu et il avait tué sans drone. Voilà. Et je me rappelle pas si elle avait été guérie. Il me semble pas en plus. Et du coup, on en était arrivé là, à la fin, juste à la fin du combat, tout ça. Donc il fallait qu'on parle un peu à tout le monde. Et voilà. Donc du coup, bah, c'est parti pour la suite de l'histoire.
Wow! Everyone's here!
You seem well rested.
I know no one's asked, but I'm sure you all want to know, so let me just say, we're doing great. Thanks. Well, great, but not perfect. Starting to lose my mind from boredom. Can't drink a drop of alcohol while I'm waiting for my wounds to heal.
I'm sure you had a sneaky swig or two.
Wait, how'd you find out?
I'm sure you must be missing Mondstadt after all these years away, Grandmaster.
Yeah, you could say that again. Every time I get news from Mondstadt, it makes me want to go back and see the place for myself. Honestly, once things are wrapped up here, I think it'll be time to head back home.
Hey, looks like someone's taking the stage.
Can everyone see okay? Anyone need a boost?
I'll just listen from the back. It's
C'est sûr
fine.
qu'il est grand, c'est pratique.
You're taking this pretty seriously, huh, Durin?
Well, it's not every day that I get the chance to see how people speak in official settings.
Soak it up like a sponge. I'll make sure you get a chance to practice for yourself later down the line. Actually, I know just the thing. You can debrief the Knights of Favonius for me.
Mr. Varka, are you forgetting that I'm not a Knight of Favonius?
Ah, ce sera peut-être le moment de le
Yeah,
faire,
I
chevalier.
can knight you. Any particular title you'd like?
Is he joking? I really can't tell.
Ah bah ce serait bien pour
You'll
lui.
have to figure this one out for yourself. It'll be a good learning experience.
It is my honor to host the opening ceremony for the League, and to have this opportunity to speak to you all in my capacity as Voynich Guild representative.
Could this person also have been pushed onto the big stage by the real big shots? Guess I'm not the only one then.
We come here today, having weathered the trials and hardships of yesterday, and having learned from them the importance of unity and cooperation.
All right, here we go. Uh-oh, looks like Aino's off in Dreamland already. Wait, boss is looking kinda drowsy too. What's
C'est que ça doit être bien ennuyant.
Come on, get this speech over with already.
Nod-Krai is our home, the land we rely on for survival. And as we chart a course for the future, may we persevere through the storms ahead as we sail towards a new era of prosperity, freedom, and hope.
Looks like we'll have more opportunities to visit each other going forward.
I'm sure you'll cope, Lady Moonchanter, given how fleet of foot you are. Unfortunately, I suspect I'll be too busy at the curatorium to act as your host. We have a busy schedule, not to mention an international network of contacts to manage.
It'll be all right. I'll just check your schedule with Yehoda well in advance. And if she's not available, I can simply ask Ashru.
You... So giving my employees extra workload isn't enough for you? You're really going to drag my cat into this too?
Allez au boulot le
I
chat.
thought you'd approve. Aren't you forever increasing your employees' workloads?
That's a bold statement. Are all the Frost Moon Scions feeling more audacious now that your moon goddess has returned?
Columbina's return has brought joy to all who care about her. That includes both you and me. As for the Frost Moon Scions, we are learning how to thrive independently, without relying on the moon goddess. It is up to us to make our home a more livable place. Joining the League is one of the steps we are trying towards that end.
I like the word try. It's nice and non-committal. You can opt out at any time and still say you tried.
You don't see a bright future for the Frost Moon Scions? Or did you mean the League?
I'm just not as optimistic as you.
On en parle qu'il y a un cœur
The Frost Moon
qui bat
Scions
entre les
should
deux.
count themselves lucky that they have a leader as
Moi, je pense que
stubborn
c'est
and enterprising
un
as
détail
you.
important.
But Nod-Krai's a big place,
Il y a un lien.
with all kinds of people. Most of them don't enjoy answering to a leader, or even listening to reason.
Well, that's where you and your methods come in. Unless the Curatorium of Secrets is only here for appearances.
For now, yes. And that won't change until this venture becomes worth my while.
What would make it worth your while?
Getting out more than I put in. Right now, I'd barely break even, but I'll grant that it's a good start for Nod-Krai.
Then maybe it's worth a try.
All right, you can stop now. Or do I have to join the Frost Moon Scions before you'll get off my back?
You'd be very welcome to join us.
Hey, you two! Congrats on all your hard work! What are you chatting about?
Nefer was trying to dissuade me from adding to her employees' workload. Also, she's considering joining the Frost Moon Scions.
Sorry, what? Your conversations are always the most interesting.
Ah, c'est Nicole.
Would you two care to join me for some tea before heading to your next destination? Nicole? Wait, where are you? Aren't you gonna show up today? Sadly not. I'm otherwise occupied right now. I'm sorry, Paimon. I can hear how disappointed you are. If it's any consolation, let me say that how things appear on the surface is a far cry from what they are at their core. Perhaps you'll feel better if you focus on the fact you have a special line of communication with the great mage herself. Okay? Has something happened? No, or not yet, anyway. Well, that's not ominous at all. Not for the time being. Just think of this as a general check-in to make sure this communication system is still running smoothly. Besides, it's good to chat once in a while if we want to maintain our friendship. You could have just said so. so. Paimon got all worked up for nothing. Still, the best friendships are built through face-to-face interaction, you know. It's never gonna stop being weird having tea with you when you're not there and just talking to thin air.
All right, fair point. I'll bear that in mind for next time.
Yeah. Any update on that crisis at the world's borders?
Alice just informed me that they had their work cut out for them. And now everyone's thoroughly exhausted. But they did finally get things back under control. Still, we can't let our guard down yet. The disruption caused by this disaster has made Teyvat easier to detect from the outside universe. She plans to wait for things to stabilize, then reschedule her Mondstadt vacation plans. As for me, I agree with Hat Guy's perspective. This is a time when many new variables are emerging, and the situation is changing constantly. Plus, most of this change is for the worse. We have to remain vigilant and ensure that the embers of chaos are not rekindled. I did notice that the energy in Nod-Krai changed somewhat after the War of Funerary Flame, but since it was still aligned with the Light Realm, I never gave it a second thought. It looks like I'll have to examine the connections between phenomena I observe more closely in the future. Just doing my duty. It's more or less second nature by now. Of course. To give you the full picture, I'd have to start with the substance from which angels were formed. Never mind. Paimon's right. Showing off my knowledge would be much more satisfying in person. By the way, you did receive the gifts from the Hexen Circle, yes? I'm not trying to claim credit or anything, but my pride demands that I at least mention it. They're quite similar to the protective talisman that Alice gave Dory, but with some very special enhancements.
Oh, so that's what kept our friends safe when Dottore trapped them.
Oh.
Indeed. We went to great lengths to make sure they were invisible to his eyes.
Incroyable.
I'm so happy they came in handy. Still, not fishing for
Parce que
gratitude,
s'il y en avait
by the
un
way.
pour Sandrone
I just
aussi.
want you to be aware that sometimes your friends may be protecting you in ways you cannot perceive. Anyway, I'll contact you if anything else crops up. If not, you know what they say, no news is good news. Oh, my angelic instincts are tingling. They say you should head to the docks next. Your friends are about to board their ship home.
Faut aller au port. Où est le port? Non, c'est ça que je vais faire. Hop. Il est là le port. Il est par là. Ah oui, mais c'est par là où on est arrivé en fait. La première fois. Ah oui, ils repartent chacun dans leur région du coup, ce qui est pas logique.
You're here too, Hat Guy. Are you heading back together?
No. I'm bound for Sumeru, and she for Fontaine. We just happened to cross paths at the harbor.
Ah oui, comment il va son noyau, c'est vrai qu'on l'a bien utilisé.
Everything seems fine. Sandrone may have an abominable temper, but she's always been very responsible with important calculations and things entrusted to her by valued friends.
You always speak as if you know us inside out, Mr. Hat Guy.
Maybe I'm just a good judge of character.
I certainly hope that's all there is to it. Regardless, you have been a significant help in this matter. For that, you have my gratitude.
I didn't do anything special. Sandrone's the one who completed a seemingly impossible formula and turned the tide of the entire battle, even giving her life in the process. She's the one we should be thanking.
Even we were unaware that Sandrone had hidden the real formula inside Polonia's body. She managed to fool Dottore into thinking the formula was running in her system by installing an identical-looking decoy within her.
She probably realized that she didn't have the strength to stop Dottore. But this way, she could at least get him to lower his guard. She always worked like that. Always had a backup plan.
Ouais, j'avoue, son corps.
Well, that's why I'm traveling to Fontaine. She made a request of me long ago, and the time has come to fulfill it.
Mais on peut pas la
Think of it
ressusciter,
as
genre.
her will. She said that should she ever fail in a mission, she'd like me to deliver her core and Polonia's to the Fontaine Research Institute. She also mentioned that she had made arrangements for people there to set her affairs in order. Some of her personal effects, such as her notes, were left to me. I've decided to take them back to the House of the Hearth, for safekeeping primarily, but also as mementos, I suppose. However, there is one book among them that I'd like to leave in your care. I'll have someone deliver it to your residence at the flagship at a later date. No, I was specifically warned not to tell her. This is her last wish, and I will abide by it. I can only hope so, but none of us here can know for certain. I bade farewell to Columbina earlier today. As promised, she turned the iridescent moon's marrow over to me. She spent a long time with Sandrone's body,
Ah, tu m'étonnes,
saying
la
her
pauvre.
goodbyes.
Elle s'était tellement
Is she
attachée.
alright?
Sandrone's passing has left a great wound in all of our hearts. It will take time to heal, but Columbina surprised me. She offered me some words of comfort before I departed. Despite being grief-stricken herself, she showed an awareness of the feelings of others around her. She never used to act like this. Clearly, she has grown. And I suspect that we have you to thank for much of the change we are seeing in her. Huh. After these recent events, the Tsaritsa has revoked the Pale Star Edict. Snezhnaya now realizes that the arrest warrant for Columbina was just a ploy by Dottore, who coveted her powers. I shall return to Nod-Krai to see her as soon as I find the time. I hope that from now on, she too will explore more of the world. Columbina Hyposelenia's journey is only beginning. My ship is here. Traveler, Paimon, we shall meet again. You too, Hat Guy.
What are you still bumming around for? Isn't Columbina waiting for you? I thought today was the day you'd agreed with her to go find out the truth about your sibling. You're afraid you won't like the truth when you see it. Well, this is new. I was starting to think that nothing could scare you.
Don't say that! Wouldn't you be if you were in this situation?
Fair point. But I'd say I have more experience facing up to unpleasant truths than the Traveler. They say blood's thicker than water. I know how much you need your family back. More than you need any of your friends. And I'm sure that all your real friends understand that too. No matter what the truth turns out to be, they will stick by you and support you, whatever decision you make. Finding the truth is important. But more important still is what you choose to do once you've found it. At least, that's the life lesson I've learned from my experience, grappling with the truth. What? Now that Dottore's dead and gone? A little, I guess. But it hasn't solved everything. Maybe I regret not getting to end his life with my own hands. Or maybe it's something else. But for whatever reason, I still feel like I have a chip on my shoulder. Either way, I'm going back to Sumeru. Lesser Lord Kusanali is gonna need help dealing with all the chaos Dottore left in his wake. Not just from this incident, but everything he did in the past, too. You should continue with your journey, as you've always done. Who knows? Maybe we'll meet again someplace else.
So, what should we do now? If you want to explore a bit more to steady those nerves, Paimon's game! After all, when Columbina said she knew where your ship was hidden, Paimon promised to give you two some alone time with the truth. It hasn't been all that long since we were last apart, sure, but With Columbina there, I'm unsure things will be just dandy.
Et puis là, c'est pas comme si on allait se refaire kidnapper quand même.
Ain't no biggie. Paimon might be all about that food and fun, but she knows how to do right by people. Paimon's sure you
Heureusement.
prefer to digest the news about your brother in peace. But, no matter what you see, just know you can share it with Paimon. Of course, as long as it's not super
T'as
private.
Paimon qui est beaucoup trop
If you
curieuse.
can't make sense of something, let's give it some thought together. And even if we both can't figure it out, Paimon can at least treat you to a nice meal.
Ah, c'est vrai, c'est notre meilleur ami.
Glad to hear it. Feel better now? Alrighty. Next up, time to meet with Columbina.
Ok, Columbina, où est-ce qu'elle est? Bah sans doute dans sa grotte en fait. Comme d'hab. Mais du... Ah, je pourrais pas voir, zut. Mais du coup, est-ce qu'on voit la nouvelle lune maintenant?
Columbina, we're here. Can't quite believe we're meeting out here. We've gotten used to walking over to Silver Moon Hall whenever we go see you. Well, you're still welcome to go there whenever
Ah
you
mais
want
du
to
coup, elle a
see
remis
me.
son
It's just now that it's
masque
all
pour les
over,
yeux.
I've decided to make some changes. Try and fit in with the Frost Moon Scions, like Lama suggested. The older generation are still timid around me. They don't dare get too close, and they bow their heads when I walk by. But things are much better with the children. I see more curiosity in their eyes. Hopefully, by the time the next moon prayer night comes around, I can enjoy the festival with them as myself, without having to pretend that I'm only dressed up as the moon goddess. You'll do fine, Columbina. Paimon's sure they'll realize you're super nice once they get to know you better. You really think so? When we first met, you thought I was a little up in the clouds. We were just starting out then, come on!
Après, maintenant, on peut le dire au sens propre, hein. Elle est dans la lune.
I'm only
Même sur la lune
teasing.
bientôt.
I know that I have you to thank for pulling me back down to solid ground. It feels good to finally stand firm on the earth where I was born. Oh, that's great!
Ah oui, le petit
Thank
cahier.
you. I'll make sure not to lose it this time. Well then, are you ready?
Ether, what happened to our spaceship back then? Why did you leave? It's time to learn the truth at last. Ready as I'll ever be.
Good. Then let me open the way for you.
Salut Momen, comment vas-tu? J'espère que tout va bien.
Where does this lead? To our shared destination. Huh? Do you remember me telling you about my missing prologue back when we just met? I said that my story began on the moon. But while I was inside the moon's reflection, I realized that my prologue was really hidden in the future. I just had yet to discover it at that point. The story of the time before I was born was in fact the story of my distant future. It's truly fascinating. But when I obtained the Trilunar Authority and returned to our present reality, I sensed something I hadn't expected. Your prologue. So you mean... Yes. Your spaceship. All this time, it has been hidden on the frost
Oh,
moon,
incroyable.
which lay beyond the sky.
Mais du coup, celui qu'on a vu, c'était un faux.
The great ruler of the firmament. The heavenly principles. Wait, them? Why would they do that? I don't know. Perhaps your ship contains something that is incompatible with Tevat. Or something that cannot be known. Did I pick a bad time to say this? I know it must have been hard to work up the courage to do this. Maybe I should have waited until you were on the moon, with no chance to back out.
That would've been kinda mean, you know.
Take me there.
Oh?
Whatever is hiding in that ship, it belongs to me and Ether. Those memories belong to us. No one else has the right to decide whether I should or shouldn't know about it. Not even the Heavenly Principles.
Very well. Then let's go.
You two take care, alright? And don't forget to come back soon!
Rest assured, Paimon. We will. Traveler, after you. Thinking about the story that we'll find hidden on the moon?
Yes. And hoping that it has a happy ending.
Stories like that don't exist, you know?
You don't believe in happy endings?
I don't believe in endings.
Malheureusement, toutes les histoires ont une fin. C'est triste, mais c'est comme
Where
ça.
am I?
This is the pathway I built between Teyvat and the Frost Moon. The moon is very far away from us, so it could be a long journey.
Ah, fallait que je marche. Bon bah plus besoin de vaisseaux spatiaux hein, pour aller sur la Lune.
After I obtained the Trilunar Authority, I unwittingly saw past events from many of my friends' lives. One was Lauma. She was so young when they chose her to be the Moon Chanter. From then on, the Frost Moon Scions looked to her to bring messages from their goddess. But, for better or worse, I had left Hisi Island before she was ever born. It was not until much, much later that she met me.
I think it's for the best. Because of the way things turned out, you had the opportunity to become friends.
You're right. In that sense, I think we were both very lucky.
Ouais, par contre le fond il est incroyable.
Oh, and about that mage, Nicole. I only recently learned that she has lived in Teyvat since the time of the Three Moon Sisters. The Moon Goddesses always had a good relationship with the angels. I suppose our friendship continues that tradition.
J'adore comme elle se retourne à chaque fois pour voir si on la suit toujours, ça me tue. Oh, Sandrone. Oh non.
And then, there's Sandrone. I never knew that much about her, beyond the fact that she was created by someone called the Lord Artificer. She, too, suffered for a long time before joining the Fatui.
Ah mais si on le retrouve, on pourrait peut-être sauver Sandrone.
How I wish I could talk to her again. Even if only to hear her say
No.
nasty things to me.
Mais en même temps, elles sont trop mignonnes les deux.
Also, I saw your sibling's story. I'm afraid I didn't see much. It seems that he rarely came to the surface, where the moonlight shines. But I did notice that back when you first set out on your journey, he would often appear nearby, gazing at you from afar with a guilty look in his eyes.
Ether...
Let us speak no more of the past. I probably shouldn't reveal so much about my friends. It's not my place. Let the moonlight carry us forth. We are very close now.
Incroyable, il était là depuis le début en fait.
After this, I'd like to bring some kuhenki to the moon as well. If they're willing, of course.
What about your other friends? Will you bring them to visit too?
Certainly. But I'll need to tidy the place up first. This home hasn't received any guests in a long, long time.
Ah, le bateau, il est beaucoup trop beau.
I remember writing something similar with you on Moon Prayer Night. I believe it was called...
Dodoko's whirligig.
Yes, that was it. You asked me if I was afraid to return to the moon, and I said that I was. The idea that I had gained something precious, only to lose it so quickly. That frightened me. But I'm not afraid anymore. Besides, this time, we're traveling together.
Waouh, l'image. Oh, c'est magnifique, hein, vraiment. Franchement, les développeurs, ceux qui font les designs et tout, oh là là, ils ont géré, hein. Oh, du coup, on est sur la lune, incroyable. Par contre, on fait comment pour respirer? C'est une vraie question. Parce que bon, il n'y a pas d'air sur la lune, que je sache.
We're here.
Mais du coup, ça veut dire que si le vaisseau est sur la lune de Jive, enfin caché, donc ça veut dire que le vaisseau qu'on a vu sur Tevat, enfin la Terre quoi, c'était un mirage ou un faux?
Over there.
Oh pardon, je tape dans le micro. Oh waouh, le vaisseau. Et les vestiges qui est sur la lune. C'est trop stylé. Ah, j'adore, du coup, ils ont rajouté l'effet gravité. C'est trop bien. Par contre, il est magnifique aussi, le vaisseau.
Our spaceship.
It's huge. I suppose that the moon is the only place one could hide it.
Ah, du coup, il a été déplacé et caché.
It'll be all
Donc en
right.
fait, on a bien atterri sur Tevat.
Huh? The way you feel in this moment, I went through it too, on Moon Prayer Night. The door was right in front of me, but I struggled to find the courage to step through. Solitude for me once meant living a life in which even I was absent. Before I met you, that was the only life I knew. But that night, solitude meant throwing away the life I had gained after meeting all of you.
Columbina.
Go. Retrieve the part of your life that was once lost.
Ah, on va vraiment pouvoir rentrer dans le vaisseau?
You will lose nothing by doing so. Look, Teyvat is right there. All of our friends are down there, waiting for us.
You're right. Thanks, Columbina.
Incroyable, si on rentre dans le vaisseau.
Finished?
Oh non, on n'est pas rentré
Yeah.
dedans. Oh non, trop
Why
déçu.
did you take your eye mask off?
Ah, je pensais vraiment qu'on rentrerait dedans, quoi.
Since my return, I've decided to take more opportunities to see the world with my own eyes. Besides, I've always wondered how Teyvat looks from the moon.
And what do you think?
It's beautiful. I could spend a whole day here just gazing at it. What about you? What do you think of the truth you found? I haven't looked at another person's expression in a long time, but I think yours is saying it was neither good nor bad.
Keep this up, and it won't be long before you give Nefer a run for her money.
Oh, I don't think that's going to happen. I'm much more used to sensing what's going on around me with Kuvaki. I think I'll save my eyes for seeing special moments I really want to remember.
I read the spaceship's flight logs. I always assumed that this was my first time in Teyvat. I thought that Ether and I must have been hibernating in space for centuries on end. But the logs show that our spaceship flew over the skies of Teyvat once before. A long, long time ago.
Flew over? So you didn't land?
No. The ship barely came to a stop before flying on again. After that, it continued traveling through space for a long time. Some of the data is corrupted, but I suspect that it kept flying for thousands of years. It was only after that that the ship made a forced landing in Nod-Krai. When Ether found me, he came from outside the ship. Could this mean that he left the ship long before I did? Maybe even during our first pass over Teyvat?
Ah, du coup, ça ferait des
Are you alright?
milliers d'années d'écart.
Yes. I can feel that the truth is coming together, one small piece at a time. I remember Ether telling me that when he first arrived in Conria, he could not recall the past. So this might be something that even he doesn't know.
Here, I made some space for you. Your mind must be racing, and this seems like the perfect place to relax and clear your head.
Oh, wait, there's one more thing.
What is it?
Wait here a moment. Hey, Columbina.
Oh, c'est sa nouvelle tenue. Oh, ça lui va trop bien.
Is that a new outfit?
An old one, technically. It's been in a cabinet inside the ship this whole time. It's a matching pair with Ether's. He's always liked this set more.
Oui, c'est vrai qu'elle lui ressemble tellement à la tenue de son frère.
Really?
Yes, it's still the same you. You're the same person, no matter what clothes you wear.
Only Columbina would make an observation like that.
Traveler, do you consider Tevat your home?
Home is wherever Ether is. But then, after all the time I've spent here and everything I've been through, yes, I'd say it's my home.
Would you change your answer if Tevat changed appearance? I mean, if the truth about Tevat turned out to be different than what you thought.
I don't know. But I don't think so. The truth is not what matters most to me about Tevat.
When I was first born, I longed for a home. And when you get something before you're mature enough to understand the world, you just take it at face value. I thought that a home was a transaction. You give me what I want, and I'll do the same for you. But you and your friends taught me what a true home should look like. You never asked for anything, yet you gave so generously to me.
That's because your friendship matters to us. It was worth it.
In the past, I thought that my birth in Nod-Krai must have been a mistake. But after journeying to the distant past where the story began, I realized that it was I who chose Nod-Krai to be my future home. Now, I am glad that I made that choice.
I'm sure your friends are just as glad.
In fact, I intend to make the same choice today as I did back then.
What do you mean?
Well, I've given the Eternal Moon's Marrow to Lauma, and the Iridescent Moon's Marrow to Arlecchino.
Oh.
And now, I shall return my Kuvagi to Nod-Krai again, that it may continue to protect my chosen home.
Wait! But what about your body?
Oh
no. Oh, are you worried that I'll disappear again? I won't. Not this time. The Frost Moon has now entered the false sky, and I am the Tri-Lune goddess. I am only returning to Nod-Krai the part of me that it needs. I am giving what I can, because my home is worth it. Oh, and I have something for you, too.
For me?
Yes. Come closer.
Oh. Nouvelle aptitude débloquée. Qu'est-ce que c'est que ce truc? Voyageuse, tout type élémentaire, augmente la recharge d'énergie de 20% de plus lorsqu'un personnage ou équipe à proximité utilise un déchaînement élémentaire. La voyageuse obtient une lame de tonnerre tonitruant. Avec 3 lames de tonnerre tonitruant, effectue une attaque chargée, consomme toutes les lames pour déclencher une attaque chargée détonation spéciale qui inflige plus de dégâts électro et 3 secondes après avoir touché un ennemi. Déclenche un coup de foudre supplémentaire, générant également une amulette d'abondance. Oh, mais en fait on peut le faire avec tous. Oh, ok. Donc alors avec le Anemo, bourrasque d'ailleurs. Voyageuse, tout type élémentaire, augmente le taux critique de 10% de plus lorsque l'attaque d'un personnage de l'équipe à proximité de type pyro, hydro, cryo ou électro touche un ennemi. La voyageuse obtient une lame de brise matinale de l'élément correspondant. Avec au moins 2 lames de brise matinale, effectue une attaque chargée, consomme toutes les lames pour déclencher une attaque chargée tourbillon spéciale qui inflige plus de dégâts à Nemo et invoque des vents de lames selon les éléments des lames consommées. Incroyable.
What was that?
I lifted some of the restrictions this world placed on you. I trust this will help in your future adventures.
My power. It feels like it's grown. I can use the elements more freely now. Thank you. This will be a great help.
You're welcome. I see you as family, and after everything you've done for me, In fact, no. It's not because I owe you. It's because you're worth it. Here, this flower is for you.
Isn't this a moon prayer blossom?
Yes. Don't worry. You will never see these flowers lose their color again. I'm finally discovering the joy of giving. How I wish I'd learned this sooner.
Non, il est
Hey,
jamais trop
better
tard.
late than never.
Ah, chips.
What are you thinking about now?
Why don't you take a guess? You get... one shot.
I don't think I'll get it in one guess. But I'm sure it's a happy thought.
That's kind of a sneaky answer. I can't say you got it wrong. Down into that, the moon seems so far away. I felt it might always lie beyond my reach. But on the moon, everything feels so close by. The haze that once enshrouded the skies has finally been dispersed. I feel like a traveler on a winter's night, starting a new chapter in my tale by the warmth of a bonfire. I don't have a lot of luggage, but I do have a lot of hope for the future.
Well, what's next?
Next? To start with, I want to stay here just a little longer. After that, let's return home and continue our journey.
Oh. Il était court, mais il était vraiment bien, l'acte 8. Et du coup, ça veut dire qu'il nous reste acte 9 et 10.
Clothes bring back so many memories.
Oh, trop mimes la tenue. Et du coup... Si je vais dans profil... Non. Oh. Ok. Non. Ah, c'est la skin. Et là, on a la tenue de base et tout, avec les petites fleurs. Et la tenue un peu plus stylée. Oh. Ah, j'adore comme on peut sauter, c'est trop bien. Et on peut pas rentrer dans le vaisseau. Quel dommage. En même temps, elle doit rentrer par là, je sais pas. Ah, on peut pas sortir. Il est pas très grand quand même leur vaisseau, hein. Juste là, il doit y avoir un petit tableau de bord. Ça doit être les espèces de chambres. Comme elle se disait, ils peuvent dormir et puis c'est tout, quoi. Mais... Arrête de te bloquer toute seule. Ah mais c'est une folie, ça. Hop. Et je vais vous laisser 2 minutes, je vais faire un petit AFK. Parce que j'ai un petit creux. Voilà. Donc je vous laisse 2 minutes, le temps d'aller chercher à grignoter. Ah, tout de suite. Weireux, c'est bon. Hop, petit gâteau cherché. Et nous, on est reparti dans la suite de l'histoire. Voilà. Hop, c'est parti.
The journey goes on. For you, and for me. Like I said, this is not the end. I don't believe there has to be an ending.
Ah, les fameuses questions à la fin qu'on pose aux archons. Et prochain chapitre, c'est Schneznaya.
Oh, is that your next destination?
Bah, la dernière, en théorie.
Most people would probably tell you to pack some warm clothes. But I experience things differently than most people, so I can't know how cold it is. In fact, it is home to quite a wondrous heat source. I think they call it Kreshnik's torch. Every city
ça doit être
in
incroyable
Snezhnaya
aussi
is built
là-bas.
around one of those. I sensed the energy it gave off as I was passing by on a railway train. It felt grand and distant. I also recommend the Korolievsky troupe in Snezhnograd. They give performances quite regularly, and entry was free for harbingers. I liked them a lot.
Eh ben, elle en sait des choses. Après, c'est vrai qu'elle y a été, je suis bête. Alors, la tsarine.
Ice cold and sharp. Crystal clear in some ways, yet profoundly unfathomable in others. Like the thick layer of ice on top of a frozen lake. That's just the impression that Tsaritsa gives me. I was never able to glimpse what truly lies beneath that icy exterior. In fact, I don't think the people of Snezhnaya even know what kind of power their god wields. Maybe that's because the Tsaritsa herself has never acknowledged, nor accepted that power.
Ah mais en fait, plus je réfléchis, plus je me dis que Nod-Krai, c'est juste une région qu'ils ont rajoutée pour ajouter du lore, parce qu'au final, on a l'habitude que à chaque région, il y a un archon, quoi. Ce qui nous fait progresser, et là, pour le coup, c'est pas le cas. Ils ont tout fait comme, mais il n'y a pas d'archon. Donc c'est pour ça. Après, par contre, j'espère que l'histoire à Schneznaya sera vraiment aussi bien qu'à Nod-Krai, quoi.
There's Regrator, the Rooster, and the Jester. Between them, they control a lot of what happens in Snezhnaya. But I can never wrap my head around how exactly power is split between them. I just know they are each responsible for many specific domains. I noticed that the Rooster and Regrator often appear to get along on the surface, while working against each other in secret. And theirs is not a friendly rivalry. But I wasn't particularly interested, so I tended to keep my distance. Now that I think about it, the term Mistelton often seemed to come up in connection with Project Stuja. Once things settle down in Nod-Krai, I'd like to explore the world beyond Snezhnaya. You've told me so many stories about the other places you've been to, and all the friends you've made there. I'm curious to visit those nations and see them for myself. It would also help me learn more about the journey that has made you into the person you are today.
Ah ben, on a fait toutes les questions.
Okay. As you continue on your journey, don't forget to gaze up at the moon once in a while. It is, after all, no longer an illusion.
C'est
It shall
vrai.
cast down its true moonlight, connecting us in truth.
Oh, bichette. J'ai envie de rester à côté d'elle à regarder tes vattes. C'est si beau. Malheureusement, il faut qu'on y aille. Quelle vue. Non, c'est par là. C'est même par là-bas, en fait. Oh, je reste encore un peu avec Columbina. Non, il est là. Il faut rentrer et savoir faire nos adieux. C'est horrible.
To Jean, acting Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius. Ugh, this preamble is such a pain to write. It's probably high time we got rid of this acting business. I trust that Dern has updated you all on recent events. Hope we didn't worry you too much. The good news is, we managed to come together and put a stop to the Doctor's evil schemes. With that, I think it's safe to say that Nod-Krai is finally out of the woods. As for the Fatui, not counting the Damselette, aka the Moon Goddess, who has left their organization, we found ourselves allied in this instance with both the Knave and Marionette. May she rest in peace. As ever, we find ourselves better off for making friends rather than enemies. But until we can ascertain the Tsaritsa's true intentions, the future remains uncertain. In a short while... Wait... How am I meant to surprise everyone if I tell them in the letter that I'm heading home? Well, that would be a huge waste. Okay, got it. I will begin sending the expeditionary team back home in waves. I'm sure they'll be able to answer any questions you still have. I hope they won't gloss over the details of my many heroic deeds. But if they do, I'm sure it'll be because they're just too exhausted from the long journey. I think of Mondstadt daily. Please give everyone my best regards. P.S. The honorary knight went above and beyond this time. Are there any other honors we can give her? I'll leave it with you. P.P.S. Please be extra nice to Klee for the foreseeable future. I cashed in on the last favor that the Hexen Circle owed us, so we need to earn some more goodwill. If there's any serious problems, feel free to stick me in solitary confinement when I get back. I'll do the time for her. Whew. And that, as they say, is all she wrote. End of an era. And with the moon shining down brighter than ever, I think everyone is gonna sleep well tonight.
Voilà, qu'est-ce qui s'est passé? Ça sent qu'il y a encore des trucs cachés, ça. Oh, let's go, les primos! Les primos qui font plaisir. Alors. Encore une nouvelle petite quête. Un jour promis, on les fera, hein, toutes ces quêtes, hein. Vraiment. Et quête d'histoire. On a maintenant celle de Varka en plus. Hop là. Ça c'est fait et... Ah mais je suis au port. Je pensais que Catherine était là, mais non, je suis dans le port, je suis bête. Hop, alors... Ah, mais juste à côté. Et du coup, on peut voir la lune ou pas? C'est une bonne question. Ah, j'ai pas l'impression qu'on puisse voir la lune. Alors, du coup, les nouvelles quêtes, on était... Le temps de tout remonter. Acte 9. Mhm. Il faut parler à Catherine. Ah, maintenant, je fais attention parce qu'à chaque fois, je finis par confondre et prendre une autre quête. Ah, le ciel est dégagé, on peut peut-être voir la lune cette fois-ci. Ah bah non, on la voit pas la lune, dommage. Allez, go parler à Catherine.
Ah, traveler, Paimon. It's been a while. As it happens, there is a letter here for you. One moment. Here.
A letter? From who? Dear Diary.
Oh, Colei.
I work as a trainee forest ranger under my master, Tainari. I'm also studying at the academia. I've been getting better and better at reading lately. Mr. Alhaitham says that the written word is a crucial medium for exploring the world and understanding oneself. That's why I decided to start this diary. That said, what should I write about? Things are pretty quiet in Sumeru these days. Life is good. Every day is a fulfilling and happy one. When I think back to the days when I suffered from Elazar, or way back to when I was injected with God remains, I'm in a much better place now. I hope it stays that way forever. I'll leave it there for now. Master said he'll take me shopping in Sumeru City today, which is great, because I've been meaning to visit the toy seller at the Grand Bazaar for a while now.
Kale, time to go.
Yes, Master! Huh?
Et du coup, en quoi ça nous concerne tout ça?
What's wrong, Kale?
Oh,
Is there
c'est os.
something on my face?
Mais c'est son maître, c'est os, c'est pas
Sorry. I didn't mean to stare.
Tainari.
Did Master Tainari send you to pick me up?
Master Tainari? What are you talking about? Tainari is the General Mahamatra. He's probably busy arresting criminals in Sumeru City. I mean, if that's what floats your boat, I can introduce you, but...
What?
Wait, Master Tainari is the General Mahamatra? But what about Mr. Sino?
Sorry? Oh, you mean that guy who just joined the Vahumana Darshan? Rumor has it he's the leader of the Temple of Silence. If that's true, it's pretty impressive. Sounds like you've been getting to know more and more people since you joined the academia. That's great, but don't let your forest ranger duties fall by the wayside, okay?
What's going on? Sethos is acting like he's my master. And Master Tainari has taken over
Ça y est,
Mr.
le retour du
Sino's job.
samsara, la
Is
boucle.
this some kind of prank? If so, it's a weird choice of prank. But anyway, Sethos doesn't look like he's joking. What is this all about?
Hey, you're zoning out again. I'm gonna buy some tools for the rangers. Why don't you stretch your legs a bit? It's been a while since you last visited the city, right?
Wait! He's right. It has been a while since I last visited Sumeru City. Was it always like this? I mean, it feels familiar, yet somehow... something seems different. Is this really Sumeru City?
Ok, du coup, on contrôle Colei, d'accord. Point de sauvegarde du mode histoire spéciale. Lorsqu'elle apparaît dans votre barre de quête, l'icône suivante indique que votre progression a été enregistrée et que quitter le mode histoire ne fera pas reculer votre progression. Ok. Lorsque vous êtes dans un mode histoire spécial, vous pouvez appuyer sur le bouton de sortie pour voir votre dernière sauvegarde. Ok. Ok, hop, les primos. Et du coup, on était à combien de primos? Oh, 131. Ah oui, c'est vraiment le dernier jour pour les... poules. Hop. Et j'ai pas assez. Du coup, on pourra faire que 2 tirages. Alors, on l'aura jamais en 2 tirages.
Hey, did you see who just walked by? I think she's that famous merc. Hey, did you see? Would you like some fruit?
Oui, je veux bien des fruits. Putain, la taille des fruits.
Would you like some fruit?
Ça, c'est censé être des baies, ça. Purée, il est belle pour la taille d'une balle de tennis, c'est abusé. Mais ça, c'est quoi, ça? C'est du bois, je sais même pas ce que c'est.
It takes courage to maintain a peaceful life.
Ah, des instruments. C'est vrai que j'oubliais qu'on peut en jouer aussi dans le jeu et gagner des primos, et ça c'est cool.
Lord Kabe Bay, did you get a chance to review this month's accounts? Any feedback?
You mean the version you sent over a few days ago? Yeah, I took a look when I received
Marchand,
I was
quasiment
thinking that
riche.
maybe our profit margin is a little excessive. I visited some of our commercial partners last month. Their earnings are very slim.
Are you suggesting that we give up some of our profits for them?
Well, since we have more than we need, yes. Making money for its
Il était
own
pas
sake is
architecte à la
pointless.
base.
Don't worry, I've already planned for it and the numbers look fine. We can adjust the rates starting from next month. Also, about that designer you hired, I've had to revise his proposal 3 times now, but he just doesn't seem to... Let's cut our losses. Pay him his fee and send him on his way. I'd like you to get Layla on this instead. She was Cyrus's student and she designed the Palace of Alcazarzare. Seems like a much safer choice. Hmm? Who's sneaking around over there?
Mr. Kave?
Do you recognize this person, sir?
Yes, it's all right. We've met. This is Kale, Sethos' trainee. He brought her along the last time I went for drinks with him. What brings you to the city, Kale? Is your master here too?
No, this is all wrong! Why is Mr. Kave saying that too? Tainari is my master, not Sethos. This can't be real. I have to ask someone else. There's gotta be someone else out there who still remembers the truth.
Hey, wait! Don't run off! How strange. What's gotten into her today?
What the fuck?
It's like everyone switched places. I guess I'll keep looking around.
Oui, parce qu'au final, le marchand, c'est Doré, je crois. Merde, c'est pas du tout ce que je voulais faire. Ah, la fumée et le retour de Sumeru.
Would you like a cup of coffee? Students are under so much pressure these days.
Lots of visitors today, I see. Welcome all. It's been a while.
Hey, Rahman. You know that guy who sells face powder on Treasure Street? I haven't seen him around in a while. Any idea what happened to him?
Oh, you mean a Hongar? Yeah, he got into a brawl with Shavirme on Treasure Street. He's been banned from setting up shop there for now.
Seriously? Oh, well, that's a shame. I was planning to pick out some makeup for you.
Oh, don't worry about it.
The legendary Flame Mane discussing makeup with the Zubair Theater star dancer. Now there's something you don't see every day.
Flame-mane? You know, I'm not actually sure when people started calling me that. Maybe the other Eremites thought I needed a fiercer
What the
title to
fuck?
scare people off? To be completely honest, I think the title would fit you better than me, Dia.
You think? Can't say I've never imagined myself as a merc. If I ever give up the dancing, maybe I'll head to the desert and give the Eremite life a try.
You would?
Is that so strange?
Oh, not at all. In fact, I've actually had similar thoughts before. If I ever get tired of sleeping out in the wild, I think I might go look for a job at the Zubair Theater. I've adored the dance of Sub-Zeros ever since the first time I saw you perform it. If the chance ever came up, I'd love to try it out on stage for myself.
Really? If our manager Sataria heard you say that, she'd hold you to it. Probably grab you by the sleeve and never let you go again. Hey, when that day comes, I'll do your makeup myself. How's that sound?
Sure. If the day comes, I'd be honored.
Everyone I know, everything I've ever known. Suddenly it's all a jumbled mess. The question is, who's right? Them or me? Oh, my head feels so heavy.
Et la vraie question c'est pourquoi c'est la seule à se souvenir de tout? Mais n'empêche, ça fait du bien de revoir un petit coup les personnages de Sumeru.
Hi, Mr. Sino. What are you thinking about?
There's a chapter in King of Invocations where the spirit of someone who died long ago possesses a living man's body. To the outside world, it looks like he's developed a whole new personality. I was just thinking how terrifying that would be for his friends. Imagine waking up one day to find that a friend of yours has suddenly become a different person.
Huh? So what got you thinking about that?
I don't know, but something feels off. Everything looks fine on the surface, but can human perception really be trusted?
Ok. Non, je peux pas aller par là. Je peux pas non plus aller par là. Mais où est-ce qu'il faut que j'aille? Je suppose que je peux pas y aller.
There's no one over there.
Non,
I
non
should go
plus.
check out somewhere else instead.
It takes courage to maintain a peaceful life.
How will I ever save enough money to buy that custom?
Would you like some fruit? Hey, did you see?
Non, là je sors de la ville. Oh, l'orientation. Absolument pas ce que je voulais faire. En fait, ils ont rajouté. Enfin, les développeurs, ils ont rajouté cet acte uniquement parce qu'ils voulaient pas mettre Schneznaya tout de suite et parce qu'ils avaient fini Nod-Krai. Je suis sûre que c'est pour ça. Bon, est-ce qu'il y a des gens qu'on a loupés? Ah, le quai peut-être. Non, j'ai l'impression d'avoir loupé personne, non? Mais c'est une folie, il faut aller où? Est-ce que ça j'ai fait? Ça c'est pour sortir de la ville. Ok, je peux passer par là, alors on peut toujours essayer. Donc en bas, on a vu que ça servait à rien. Ah, ça ramène juste à là. Oh purée, la tête de la cour pour la monter, ça doit être horrible. La boutique, ça servait à rien. Non, mais qu'est-ce que tu fais? Non, descends. Non. Non plus. Donc là, on pouvait pas descendre. Là, il n'y a rien. Et dedans, il n'y a rien.
There's no one over there. I should go check out somewhere else instead.
Ah, peut-être là-haut. Je sais plus comment on y va là-haut. Ok, je triche un petit peu. Hop. Personne ne m'en voudra. Ok. Ah ben non, là-haut c'était... Ah, j'aurais dû monter plus haut. Bah oui, quel quiche. Évidemment que j'aurais dû monter plus haut.
All right, not a single Mora short. That covers you for this month's rent.
What a relief. I was worried the design fees I received this month wouldn't be enough.
Well, next time, don't fret. Just let me know and I'll give you a few days' grace. We've known each other long enough for that. Anyway, how are you settling in? I couldn't help but notice that you're staying up late quite often.
Yeah, I can't explain it. I just feel more inspired at night. Once I get in the zone, I can race through a whole bunch of drafts, no problem. But what about you? I keep hearing
Elle,
you
du coup, elle a pris la
sighing
place de
these
KV.
days. Is everything okay?
Well, it's just...
Et Dory, elle a pris la place de... Ah,
small?
l'autre là, je sais plus comment il
I
s'appelle,
guess I
qui
should
sort
be
avec
used to it
KV.
after living here for so many years. But for some reason, I've been feeling claustrophobic recently. I want to move somewhere bigger. Once I've made enough Mora, I'm gonna buy a huge new house. As big as... at least as big as the Palace of Alcazarzaray.
That sounds really expensive.
True. I'll never be able to afford it on a scribe's salary alone. I need to find another way.
Je pense que je peux pas monter plus haut aussi. Ah si.
Mahamatra Tainari, we've apprehended the suspect.
They say that the fool is prone to blind faith, but the wise man is not immune to it either. Suraj, do you have anything to say in your defense?
Tainari, you were the one who turned the sages against me. Just a few words of caution from you was all it took to destroy my research. And now you're trying to stop me again? You should know that mechanical life is the future! We must cast aside our useless flesh and...
That's enough. I'm not in the mood to listen to your lunacy.
Ok,
Anyone
il a
can
un
tell
pet
you
au
how
cerveau
amateur
celui-là.
your work is. Karina, Ilias, put him somewhere safely out of the way.
Yes, sir.
Next on the agenda is...
Master?
What is it? Wait, did Professor Zahahati send you? She's been encouraging me to take on an apprentice. Might be getting a bit ahead of herself there, though.
No, Master! It's me, Kale! Listen to me. Something really weird is going on in Sumeru City. It's like everyone's identities have switched around. You're not the General Mahamatra. You're a Forest Watcher. Just yesterday, we agreed to come to Sumeru City today to go shopping together and...
All right, there's no rush. Let's back up a little. Your name is Kale, correct? Although this is our first meeting, you do seem strangely familiar somehow. Is there anything I can help you with?
Oh, bichette.
No.
What is it?
Ah, c'était un
Did you have
rêve.
another nightmare? I've told you before, when you're tired, lay down on your back in bed and get some proper sleep. It's much better for you than napping on your front. Poor posture obstructs your breathing, which can lead to all sorts of weird dreams. Now, we're supposed to go shopping in Sumeru City today, remember? Cheer up. I'll take you to Hushang's. I heard he's got some new toys in stock. Go wash your face, take some deep breaths, and when you're ready, we'll head out.
Okay. Thanks, Master Tainari. So it was just a dream.
And yet, dreams can sometimes be a warning of things that will soon come to pass.
Who said that?
That dream felt unusually real, didn't it? Here's my suggestion. Since you're heading into Sumeru City anyway, you may as well tell Lesser Lord Kusanali about everything that happened. And just to be on the safe side, I think you should also inform your 2 traveler friends who once helped save Sumeru. I'd write them a letter if I were you. Time is short. A storm is coming from beyond the bounds of fate.
Ah, je comprends mieux le glitch.
What a strange situation. No wonder Kale was in such a rush to write us a letter. Imagine waking up one day to find that everything around you has changed. You might not even recognize Paimon anymore. Oh, that's a scary thought. Let's get to Sumeru and find out what the heck is going on.
Ok, direction Sumeru du coup. Et je suis coincée dans un mode histoire, ok. Ok.
Traveler! Paimon! Thank goodness. I'm so glad you made it.
Of course. We won't let anything happen to you, Kale. So, what's going on in Sumeru City? Looks like lots of people are moving or something.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. After I wrote my letter, Master and I went to Sumeru City and told the Dendro Archon everything that I experienced, from start to finish. She was silent at first. It seemed like she was deep in thought. Then the next day, we got told that she was ordering everyone to leave Sumeru City immediately and move to Caravan Rebot.
The entire population of the city has to move?
Ah, ça fait
Not just Sumeru City. The
beaucoup de
evacuation
déménagements.
also includes Lokapala Jungle, Avidia Forest, Ashavan Realm, and Ardravi Valley. Basically, everyone living in the rainforest must temporarily relocate to Caravan Rebot.
Holy smokes! It's crazy!
Yes, it's quite an operation. Even if people only bring the bare essentials, the scale is simply enormous. They've requisitioned almost all the Sumpter Beasts in Sumeru for the task, including the entirety of Dori's Sumpter Beast Park. The Dendro Archon said that what Kale experienced was not a dream, but a warning. After our meeting, she immediately summoned the 6 sages to analyze the situation and discuss countermeasures. They concluded that the events seen in the dream are very likely to become a reality, and that an unknown danger is rapidly approaching. Oh, please keep that to yourself. We don't want to cause widespread panic.
Oh, ça se
The official
comprend.
reason they've given is a large-scale renovation of the rainforest ecosystem. People are skeptical, but there haven't been any major incidents. So far, at least.
The Dendro Archon seemed really worried when we spoke to her. She said you can go visit her in the Sanctuary of Surasthana when you arrive. She also said she'd hold out until the very end.
Tighnari? Kale? You got a minute? I need a hand here.
One moment, I'll be right there. As a forest watcher, I've been tasked with assisting with the relocation work. There's a lot to be done, and they need all the help they can get. This will be the final group of evacuees from Sumeru City. While they're away from home, they'll be heavily reliant on outside help. Thank you for coming in our time of need. As you can see, another crisis is upon us.
Excuse me, sorry to trouble you, but could you help an old man find his medicine? It's buried somewhere in my luggage.
Where's my mom?
Oh, pauvre Pichoun.
Don't worry, it'll be okay.
Those items are worth a small fortune. Make sure you store them somewhere safe. You understand?
I bet you thought you'd get away with this in the chaos, huh? Guess again. No petty thief gets past me.
We should go help the evacuees. See you around.
I'm so glad that you believed me and came all this way to help. It means a lot. Please stay safe.
Don't worry. We may not know exactly what's going on yet, but as long as we stick together, we'll find a way through this. Goodbye! Look after yourselves!
Will do. See ya!
Paimon's not sure how she found the words to comfort Kale because, honestly, she's kind of nervous herself. Let's head to the Sanctuary of Surasthana and see Nahida.
Ok, où est-ce qu'il... Ah, il est le sanctuaire.
Who goes there? No unauthorized access to this place. By order of Mahamatra Sino.
Are you blind? It's the Traveler and Paimon. Surely you've seen them before.
Huh? Oh, so it is. I'm sorry, I haven't been sleeping well lately. My nerves are a little frayed.
Ah, lui aussi, il a des problèmes de sommeil? Bah, décidément.
The Dendro Archon is in a very vulnerable state at the moment. Mahamatra Sino is concerned that our enemies might choose this moment to strike, so he's ordered us to strengthen our defenses.
Just seeing you two again already puts our minds at ease. Please, enter. I'm sure everyone's expecting you.
Oh là là, cet endroit m'avait tellement manqué. Tellement il est incroyable.
Traveler, Paimon, you made it.
Aha! Perfect timing. Reliable helpers like you are just what we need right now.
Oh, it's good to see everyone again. Kale gave us a rough idea of what's going on, but we still have a lot of questions. What kind of danger is Sumeru City in exactly? And how come everyone has to move to Caravan Rebot?
At this stage, we can't be certain. We're investigating, but no definitive answers yet.
I take it that Kale told you about her strange dream?
Bah oui, du coup.
Apparently, everyone in Sumeru City was acting super weird. Even you guys. It was like you'd all switched places.
That's right. Kale and Tighnari reported the situation to the Dendro Archon. She believes that it wasn't merely a dream, and that whatever it was has something to do with Irminsul.
Donc du coup, il y aurait quelqu'un ou l'Irminsul qui modifierait les souvenirs, ce genre de choses.
It's a reasonable inference. Only through Irminsul can people's memory and cognition be so significantly
Ce qui est déjà
modified
arrivé.
in such a short time.
We don't know why Kali would dream of these things, nor who was trying to warn her. The Dendro Archon decided to connect to Irminsul to investigate more thoroughly.
Irminsul is connected directly to the ley lines. The tree serves as a central hub where the ley lines converge, and its core function is to record and store the world's knowledge and memories. But something has gone awry, severely compromising the performance of this core function. Information is bottlenecking inside Irminsul, hampering the ley line's flow. If this continues, new information will languish unrecorded, with existing records thrown into disarray.
In short, the souls of the dead will be stranded, while the living have their sense of reality warped. In the long run, Kale's dream could well become a reality. And that's just the beginning. There's no telling what other nightmares could end up coming true.
I have come this far, to use my death to open the gates of the ley lines to my people.
Ah oui, effectivement, oui. Ça peut affecter toutes les lignes du monde.
Faced with a growing backlog of information, the Dendro Archon decided to connect herself directly to Irminsul and take over the recording and processing function herself.
But it is an almost impossible task. Individual brains aren't equipped to deal with the sheer volume of knowledge and memories involved. All that information flooding in at once would instantly fry any human mind. And for a god, even for a god, the suffering must be unimaginable.
The Dendro Archon's power originates from Irminsul. Any issue with the tree itself takes a toll on her to begin with. On top of that, she's subjecting herself to the grueling task of processing all that data. It must be torture for her. And despite all of this, she is somehow finding the strength to investigate the Irminsul situation from within and send us her findings.
I finished analyzing the latest data. Looks like our working theory was wrong. There's no signs of Irminsul having been attacked from the outside.
So it's internal then? Some sort of disease, perhaps? No. I've spent half my life studying the ley lines. If Irminsul malfunctioned this easily, the world would have met its end long ago.
Sino? What is it?
Not long ago, I got a tip from the Core of 30 that a large number of unidentified merchant caravans had recently been spotted entering Sumeru through Beta Harbor. At first, I suspected that they might have something to do with all this, so I sent some people to investigate. But if Irminsul wasn't attacked from the outside...
Don't you think there are more important things to worry about right now than guessing who's behind all this? It's been over 12 hours with no new intel. If even the Keeper of Irminsul is this badly affected, you can imagine how bad things are in there.
Dendro Archon.
Oh non, Bichette.
Nahida!
What's wrong?
Her breathing is weak, and her elemental energy levels are dangerously low.
Looks like it's time to move to the backup plan.
What's the backup plan?
Get out of the city and take the Dendro Archon with us. The entrance to Irminsul is directly beneath the sanctuary of Surasthana. That means this is ground zero if anything goes wrong.
The Dendro Archon has a very strong connection to Irminsul. But theoretically, this connection should grow weaker with distance. Under normal circumstances, she can unleash her full power here. But with Irminsul out of control, our first priority is to get her away from here.
The situation is critical. There's no time to deliberate. Everyone in agreement?
I'll deal with it. I'll also let the Matra and the Core of 30 know to start evacuating.
Let's go. No sense grieving when there's nothing more we can do.
Agreed. We'll be back as soon as this is over.
The last group of civilians has been safely evacuated. Dendro Archon's carriage will travel with them. Sino and Hat Guy will protect the convoy. With the Dendro Archon in a coma, we've lost our means of investigating the situation. And with Irminsul still deteriorating, we have no choice but to evacuate Sumeru City. Feels as though we're being pushed along by an invisible hand.
Stop moaning, Cyrus. We're the teachers here. We should be showing a little more confidence, don't you think?
A wise judgment.
Let's move out to Caravan Rebot.
Sir, all units are in position.
Good. Everything is going to plan. Interfering with Sumeru City is a necessary step, so do not hesitate. The Irminsul situation will not harm you. We need to speed things up here, too. We don't want to keep our client waiting, do we?
No, sir. You have my word. Everything will be completed on schedule.
They say that fervent ambition attracts the favor of the gods, and with it, a vision. But we appear to be the exception. So, is our ambition not strong enough? Or does it threaten the very foundations of this world?
Ok, il était vachement stylé, mais il ressemble vachement à Flynn, je trouve.
How is the Dendro Archon?
Her breathing is steady. I prepared some therapeutic incense for her, but it hasn't had much effect. Her vitals are still very weak. Based on the information you've provided, I have a working hypothesis. Her condition is partly due to Irminsul's influence, and partly due to a physiological imbalance caused by the rapid depletion of her power. Elemental energy usually flows through the body at a relatively constant rate. The body grows accustomed to this rhythm, so when it's thrown out of balance, physical symptoms will appear.
Is this similar to the ley lines? Overloading and withering both directly affect their vitality, potentially causing irreversible damage.
Correct. From a biological perspective, if you overexert yourself, you pay the price with your life. The Dendro Archon is not only drained of power, but her life force is at a critically low level.
Is there any way to restore her health? I know the ley lines have strong self-healing abilities. As long as any blockages or pollutions are dealt with, they can quickly regain their vitality. But what about people? Well, gods. What's their capacity for self-healing?
Before we think about that, there's a bigger predicament to resolve. Restoring the Dendro Archon's power requires us to heal Irminsul first. But that will be extremely difficult without the Dendro Archon's power.
Ah oui, d'accord. Pour la soigner, en gros, il faut que l'Irminsul soit en bonne santé, mais il y a quelqu'un qui peut le soigner. C'est un peu le serpent qui se mord la queue, quoi.
Paimon's already getting lost here. Master Tainari and Sino look so serious. I've not heard Master speak in this tone for a long time.
Tainari.
Master Nephis, sages.
Les Power Rangers.
Tainari, haven't seen you in ages.
Torse jaune.
Have you gotten taller? Or did your ears get
J'adore.
longer?
Hopefully the former, Uncle Baladori.
Sino, where's Professor
Torse
Cyrus?
rouge.
I
Non, les
thought he'd be with
j'arrête.
you.
He went out into the wild to investigate the situation. He said that the Irminsul anomaly will likely start to affect the real world soon.
He shouldn't be trotting around alone at his age. Which way did he go? I'll look for him later.
Would someone mind introducing us?
Ah yes,
J'avais pas
of
vu l'autre avec
course.
sa tête de robot.
Allow me to do the honors. I'm sure we're all familiar with the Traveler and Paimon. They're the heroes who helped foil Azar's conspiracy and save Sumeru. These gentlemen and I are the 6 current sages of the Academia. Balduri and I are part of the Old Guard, while the other 4 took office after Azar and his clique fell from power. We have Sage Alkindi of the Spontamad Darshan, Sage Farnas of Kasharawar, Ritaoist Sage Shakir, and finally Haravatat Sage Rusht.
Nice to meet you all.
I've heard much about you. Delighted to finally meet you in person.
You're younger than I imagined for someone with the power to stand up to fate itself. Thank you for lending your aid to Sumeru once more.
Once we're on the other side of this, could we get a photo together? My daughter has a friend named Isak. He's always talking about you two.
Of course! No true hero would deny a child their wish.
Back to business. So with the Dendro Archon currently in a coma, the people have taken temporary refuge at Caravan Rebot. But they cannot stay here forever. We need to come up with a plan as soon as possible. Fernas, any thoughts?
Well, firstly, having reviewed the data, I'm inclined to agree with your assessment. This doesn't look like an attack on Irminsul from the outside. Rather, it resembles a malfunctioning machine. Calculations going haywire and sparks flying. That being said, before we consider how to fix it, we need to understand precisely what has gone wrong. Furthermore, we somehow need to ascertain this without relying on the Dendro Archon's power.
We have no direct access to Irminsul. However, we might be able to gather the information we need from the ley lines. Study the branches to learn about the trunk, in other words. Wait, is that what Cyrus is up to? No wonder he ran off to research in the wild. Curse, always one step ahead of me, isn't he?
I heard that while in the sanctuary of Surasthana, the Dendro Archon had to serve as the central information hub herself. This is a clear sign the situation within Irminsul might be far worse than we can imagine. Irminsul is vital not just to the safety of Sumeru, but to all of Teyvat. We must be the ones to bear responsibility for this world. To be on the safe side, I think we need to consider some backup plans.
Are you saying we should consider a scenario in which Irminsul is completely destroyed?
I'm merely pointing out that the possibility exists.
You have a valid point. But until worst comes to worst, I believe we should focus our efforts on resolving the Irminsul anomaly and helping it recover.
Kale, I understand that you were the first to foresee this crisis. If it's all right, I'd like to talk with you about it in more detail.
Of course! But even I don't know how I came to have that dream.
If there are no signs of external damage, could it be a stress fracture? Metals tend to suffer from this issue with long-term use. And Irminsul has existed for centuries, after all.
It's possible, but surely a stress fracture would be more likely to cause a complete shutdown rather than chaos.
Sages, General Mahamatra,
Sorry to interrupt, but something has come up.
What happened?
Some citizens didn't believe that Sumeru City was really in any danger. They slipped away and hid during the relocation, intending to return home.
How many people are we talking?
About a dozen. Sakura found them while on patrol, but they appeared to be suffering from psychosis.
What
For
the
whatever
fuck?
reason, they were trying to kill each other. By the time we arrived, there were only 2 survivors. One was unconscious from their injuries. The other tried to attack us, but was subdued.
Where did this happen?
Near Yasna Monument.
That's not far from Caravan Rebot.
Master.
I know. The Irminsul anomaly is beginning to have effects in the world. I didn't expect it to spread to Yasna Monument so soon. It almost feels like we're being chased relentlessly, with no time to catch our breath.
Sir Cyrus said the same thing. He sent me back to report in, while he continues investigating.
I'll go join him.
Count me in too. Don't let my age fool you, I can still fend for myself.
Very well. Meanwhile, the rest of us will continue discussing our next steps.
Get back soon.
Take care of yourselves. It's getting dangerous out there.
Ok. Faut inspecter les anomalies qui sont évidemment là-bas au bout. Sinon, c'est pas drôle. Ah non. Mais
Please, don't go any further. As you get closer to Sumeru City, there's no knowing what dangers you might encounter.
Mais je me disais peut-être que tout ça, c'est un peu lié au Dottore. Après, je sais qu'on l'a tué. Enfin, en théorie, normalement, on l'a buté. Donc, du coup, non, mais peut-être qu'il avait un sbire ou je sais pas. Ce serait peut-être pas impossible, hein, que ce soit encore lui ou je sais pas quoi. Parce que bon, on a vu le gars qui était en violet. Je sais pas, on verra.
This is our mentally disturbed man?
I'm going to gut you all!
Cyrus, you didn't even bring a single guard? Do you think you're some sort of warrior?
It's fine. Come here and look at this.
Oh, it's...
That's right. Flowers that bloom from openings in the ley lines, indicating some sort of anomaly.
I don't believe I've ever seen a color like this before.
Did you discover it nearby?
Not just here. Way over there, too. They're everywhere. There's even more in that direction.
Ah oui, il y a vraiment un problème avec les lignes
How did you
énergétiques.
ascertain the situation further ahead? Didn't you just say that we can't go beyond this point?
Yes. This area is relatively safe so far. But if you continue forward, delusions will start afflicting your mind. However, some vision-bearing mercenaries were able to maintain their sanity a little better. They're the ones who brought back news from further afield.
Sino, do you remember the class I taught on dissecting ley line blossoms?
I do, Professor. I received full marks in that course.
Good. After all these years, it's time to put that knowledge into practice. There must be anomalous information hidden within these blossoms. Alkindi, I'll need your help as well. Been a while since we worked on a project together, hasn't it?
Sure has. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's get to work.
Anything we can do to help?
Oh, du coup, nous, on n'est pas affecté. Ça, c'est cool. Par contre, du coup, c'est un peu triste parce que bah, la voyageuse reparle plus, quoi. Alors qu'ils ont fait tout un... Ils ont fait au moins 2 ou 3 actes où on l'entendait et là, plus rien. Je trouve ça un peu triste, c'est con.
Well, you need my help?
Enfin bref.
All right, well, don't go too far. There's too many unknowns at this stage.
Let's regroup at Caravan Rebot later. Don't worry if you don't show up. I'll come and find you.
Moi je dis, ils auraient dû tous se réfugier carrément dans le désert. Et du coup, je peux voir où j'en suis dans la sauvegarde? Non. Hein. Ok. Bon, pas grave. Et c'est vrai, du coup, j'ai regardé, mais on pourra potentiellement réaméliorer le niveau de ma Wicca.
That should be the heart of Oasis. All we need to do is light it with the fire seed, and it'll restore a pep with elemental power. The damage it suffered internally will also slowly begin to heal. What is it? You thought of something? Really?
Ah, c'est intelligent.
Back and tell the others!
Phew. Glad to see you've returned safe and sound.
Any longer and we would have gone out looking for you.
Well, this is a nice surprise. Paimon sure feels better with everyone we know here.
We've made some progress, so let's start by giving you and Paimon a quick update.
By dissecting the ley line's blossoms, we've been able to deduce that although Irminsul is experiencing an anomaly, it has not completely rejected access from the outside. The Dendro Archon has the power to connect to Irminsul, but there's also another way. I assume you recall the devices everyone was wearing when you first arrived in Sumeru?
Devices? Oh, wait. You mean...
The Akasha terminals?
That's right.
Of course! It's been so long, Paimon almost forgot all about the Akasha. Wasn't it shut down, though?
Yes, but although the system isn't currently operational, the technological infrastructure is all still there. And it turns out that a certain someone gets so bored at work that he's actually read through every single one of the instruction manuals.
No prizes for guessing who that was.
If praising others is that embarrassing for you, you can simply spare yourself the ordeal.
As much as it pains me to say anything nice about him, there's no denying his intelligence. He rarely forgets anything he's read. The Akasha is exactly what Sumeru needs at this moment. Between us, we should have all the knowledge and expertise we need to get it up and running again.
But if I recall correctly, doesn't the Akasha need a Gnosis to function?
That's exactly right. The Akasha relies on the Gnosis as a power source, and in its absence, we'll need to find an alternative. To tackle this problem, it looks like we'll be relocating once again.
Namely, to the Temple of Silence. Ring any bells? It's the only major institution in Sumeru dedicated to preserving the knowledge of King Deshret's civilization. You might find the answers you're looking for hiding there.
I agree. There's a good chance.
Master Nephis and the other sages have discussed it. As the chaos from Irminsul continues to spread, Caravan Rebot won't be a safe haven for much longer. We have to move into the desert next. The scholars and sages will head to the Temple of Silence, while the civilian population seeks refuge in Aru village.
The Eremites will keep everyone safe during the journey, and Candace will be there to receive us at the village.
This leaves us just one thing to worry about. That Dendro Archon.
She's very weak. We can't afford to wait until Irminsul is fixed. There has to be another way to help her.
Huh. Wow, luckily, the Traveler had a eureka moment while we were out investigating.
Really?
Wow, nice one, Traveler. Let's hear it.
What say our Amorta experts?
Theoretically, it's feasible. From what you're saying, although elemental life and elemental energy have their differences, the Dendro Archon has explicitly stated that she can imitate the power of the former. In which case, as long as Apep is willing, she should be able to convert her own power into a form that the Archon can use.
It wouldn't be difficult for her at all. The only problem is convincing her to help.
Yeah! Even though she wasn't exactly friendly the last time we met, she didn't refuse to talk with us. When she realizes the danger that Nahida is in, surely she won't turn a blind eye to it. Well, hopefully not.
Either way, we're not exactly spoiled for choice here.
Hey, it's better than having no options at all.
I agree. Without Irminsul's aid, the legendary Dendro Dragon Apep may well be the only living thing in Sumeru who can help our Archon recover her power. There's no time to lose. I'll bring this proposal to Master right away. If he and the other sages agree, we'll split into 3 teams. The academics will go to the Temple of Silence to look for a solution to the Akasha problem. The Eremites will escort the civilians safely to Aru village, and the Traveler and Paimon will take the Dendro Archon to see Apep.
There's still a long road ahead, and no knowing if we'll make it. But at least we have a direction now. I'll take it over floundering around in confusion.
If there are no objections, then let's proceed. But before we adjourn, I would like to leave you all with some parting words. No matter the distance between us, there will always be an invisible force tying us together. May the bonds forged in the past shine bright like stars and open a new path before our feet.
Huh. Is that from King of Invocations?
No. This one's from King of Invocations, the sequel.
What's the difference?
The sequel's much cooler.
Couldn't agree more.
Well, it was very apropos. Once this is all over, I'll give everyone a copy of King of Invocations and the sequel to show my gratitude. Come on, let's get moving.
Ok, le grand sage. Where is the grand sage? Il est en dessous en fait. Ah n'empêche, j'adore cette tenue. Elle est trop mignonne. Et dire qu'il a fallu attendre Nod-Krai pour avoir une autre tenue, c'est une folie quand même.
Tainari has brought me up to speed. I approve of your plan of action. But we can't proceed with everything right away. The people need to rest. For many of them, this will be their first time in the desert, so we'll need to find additional personnel to help escort them. You two, please go on ahead with the Dendro Archon. Let's rendezvous at the Temple of Silence later.
No problem. We got this.
Words can't express my gratitude, so let me just say, I hope everything goes smoothly for all of us. Goodbye for now.
All right, let's get going. If Paimon remembers correctly, the last time we saw Apep was in...
Traveler, Paimon. Could I borrow you guys for a moment? It'll only take a second.
Kale, what's the matter?
Well, the thing is... Master Tainari once told me, after you raise a problem, you should think about how to resolve it. But ever since I had that dream, I feel like I haven't been of any help at all. I tried my best to keep up with the conversation, but there was so much new information, I couldn't take it all in. So, I just wanted to ask. Do you have any tips for me there?
Paimon knows exactly how you feel. But fear not, everything you need to know is right here in Paimon's notes. Sumeru chapter.
Elle a vraiment écrit des
Tons
notes.
of info about all the things we've seen and heard on our adventures. Some parts are a little simplified, but hopefully it all makes sense. You see? Being the greatest guide in Tibet isn't just a fancy title. It takes a lot of hard work.
Ah, elle y tient son
Paimon
titre.
doesn't always understand the things you're talking about with other people. Whenever that happens, she notes down the confusing parts and goes over them in her own time.
This is perfect. Could I borrow it?
Sure. Matter of fact, you can keep it if you want.
Un
Paimon
autre
has another copy.
exemplaire.
The spare copy was originally meant for the traveler. Paimon used to worry that one day she might not need a guide anymore, so she wanted to have a gift for her in
Aw.
case we ever parted ways. But it doesn't seem so necessary nowadays. We have so many more places to see together. One copy will be enough for both of us.
Thank you so much. But still, these are your treasured memories. I think I'll make my own copy and then return the original to you. Anyway, that was all. I won't keep you any longer. Have a safe trip. See you again soon.
See ya! Alright, time to bring Nahida to see a pep. Let's hope that old grouch is in a negotiating mood.
Ah, mais je me rappelle plus c'est qui, Pep. Vous pouvez appuyer dans l'écran d'aperçu de quête pour voir les notes de guide. Ah, c'est pas mal ça. Vous pouvez également voir directement les notes de guide pendant certaines conversations. Ah, d'accord.
Hey, here's a thought. If we brought Nervalet along, do you think he could help us persuade a pep to help? Actually, never mind. In a pep's eyes, Nervalet's probably one of those dragons who's grown too close to humankind. It might
Ah,
end
j'avoue,
up biting
Neuviette.
for all we know.
Théoriquement, il est là, hein. Il est là. Hop. Hop. Les deux primos. Le primo, pardon. Oh, sympa la carte.
I had a feeling your kind might come calling.
Ah oui, c'est vraiment gros dragon, d'accord.
The ley lines are in disarray. Something has gone wrong with Irminsul, yes.
Et là, on peut voir les notes de guide. Ok. Tout ce qu'on sait déjà sur les gens. Les sages, ok. Elle, c'était qui? Et elle étudiait. Ok, c'est juste une simple étudiante. Le nomade. Et Apep, c'est le dragon d'Endro. Et là, on a l'Irmine sous l'arbre et le temple du silence. Ah oui, l'un des 7 piliers du roi des Shrettes, ok. Ok.
Even from a great distance away, I can sense that Sumeru is headed for destruction. You who took our home from us, prepare to watch as your own world is plunged into oblivion. Oh, how the cycle of history comes to a poetic conclusion.
This isn't a joke, Apep! Nahida's in grave danger! Can you please help her?
Is she now? Then do explain. For what reason should I lend Boer my assistance?
Parce que vous avez une dette de reconnaissance et c'est ainsi que vous pouvez la rembourser. Alors c'est pas ouf de dire ça. La survie du monde.
The age of the dragons ended long ago. and the world that replaced it is under the dominion of the heavenly principles. In choosing not to side with your enemies when the heavenly principles' rules began to relax, I have been merciful enough. Do not forget that I have no love for this world you hold so dear.
Ah bah en fait, faut peut-être lui dire qu'elle a une
Pep,
dette.
if you truly despise gods and humans so much, well, after the great humiliation of being helped by a god in the past, shouldn't you be jumping at this chance to balance the scales?
Now that is a compelling reason. When El Ahmar plotted against me and I was tortured by forbidden knowledge, it was Buer who saved me from agony. And though I regard with shame the pity of my enemies, to receive aid without repaying it would likewise tarnish a dragon's dignity. Oh, tiny Buer, puny humans. Just this once I shall deign to show you the true power of dragonkind.
Whoa! It's happening again! We're gonna get sucked in!
Ah, elle est stylée quand même, hein.
It is done. The heart of Oasis is supplying her with life force as we speak. It shall not be long before she recovers. But I should warn you. Buer's existence is closely intertwined with Irminsul. Unless the issues plaguing it are resolved, she will never completely recover her former strength.
Thank you.
Spare me your words of gratitude. You may also spare me your feigned concern.
Ah bon, rip.
A dragon's sovereign's power is far greater than you can imagine. While I was indeed weakened when the heart of Oasis ran dry, providing tiny Buer with a morsel of my life force shall have little consequence for me.
Oh, good to hear.
Ever held in high favor, I see.
Oh, well, you know.
The compliment was sincere. Simply accept it.
Ah d'accord, j'adore comme elle nous donne des ordres.
I did once. That tree was not planted by the heavenly principles. Irminsul existed before they ever arrived in Tevat.
What?
There was a time when it belonged to Tevat, to dragonkind. Its appearance and function then differed greatly from today. The ley lines flowed with an abundance of a familiar, primitive form of elemental energy. You may know it as the power of the Light Realm. The heavenly principles usurped and refashioned Irminsul, made it serve humanity, and used it to anchor the fate of the world. Yet in the end, humanity has failed to protect it. Heavenly principles, God of gods. It makes me sick. The enmity between your kind and mine can never be bridged. As things stand today, holding a grudge against you would serve no purpose. But there will come a day when we reclaim this world for ourselves. The opportunity will arise no matter how long we must wait. I can already sense that far away from here, the Hydro Dragon has wrested his authority from the hands of the usurpers. Though we have yet to meet, I know that we are both preparing for our revenge day and night.
Uh-huh.
Oui, j'avoue que c'est... On va peut-être éviter, hein.
I hear a great disturbance out there.
Huh? What is it?
Sandstorms come. The Jinn. I see. Another calamity approaches. You both seem restless. Let us part ways here. Boer is safe with me. Once she has recovered, I shall return her to your side.
Oh, thanks again. Take care, alright?
I told you already I have no need of your feigned concern.
Nahida? You're awake! Are you okay?
Cease your interrogation. Yes, she awoke for a brief moment, but she has now lost consciousness again. Take it. We shall talk more at another time.
Les statues des dieux sont suspendues à l'envers dans les cieux, mais une d'entre elles se distingue par son caractère unique. Son emplacement est 111, souviens-toi, n'en parle à personne. Ok.
Where the heck are we? Could you just dump us in the middle of nowhere? Wait. No. Paimon remembers now. The
Non,
Temple
plein
of
milieu du
Silence is
désert.
over that way. Come on, let's go find the others.
Ouais, il y en a des bêtes volantes là.
There's no need for everyone to stay here. I'll protect the sages. The rest of you, return to Aru village.
Yes, Mahamatra Sino.
Sino! What's going on?
You're back. How is the Dendro Archon?
Bah, elle est toujours avec Apep, hein.
What a relief.
It's the Jinn. Countless Jinn have stirred up violent sandstorms across the desert, blocking our path to the Temple of Silence.
Les djinns, c'est ces espèces de dragons là. Alors djinns, les djinns étaient des familiers créés par la déesse des fleurs, Nabu Malikata. Après sa chute, ils jurèrent allégeance au roi d'Eshret, jusqu'à ce que sa civilisation soit elle aussi emportée par les tempêtes. Peuple légendaire, ils perdurent dans les contes et les chants des peuples du désert, et aujourd'hui encore, on peut croiser leurs congénères dans les sables. Ok, alors moi, quand j'entends le mot djinn, ça fait plus penser à un livre où dedans il y a des djinns.
Tainari and Kale have returned to Aru
Et qui
village
ressemblent à
to
des
help.
humains d'ailleurs.
The Jinn are being highly aggressive, so both the village and the merchant caravans require protection.
It's just one thing after another. Where did all of them come from anyway? In all my trips to the desert, I've never seen anything like this before.
As I see it, the only possible candidate is Gurabad.
Gurabad?
Baladuri could explain in more detail if he were here. All I know is a rumor I've heard about from previous trips to the desert. Supposedly, a great number of dormant Jinn lie sealed beneath that city.
Qu'est-ce que c'est que ce truc?
Gorobod is, for me, a fated land. I must therefore return back to this city, where my destiny awaits me still.
Ah, est-ce qu'il y a un truc machin? L'île au parc, qu'est-ce que c'était? L'île au parc, connue comme la mère des djinns, était jadis la fille du nénuphar, sous l'autorité de la déesse des fleurs. Plus tard, sur ordre du roi d'Eshret, elle rechercha et servit les rois des mortels, provoquant ainsi la tragédie de la cité de Gurabad. Pour cela, le roi d'Eshret prononça contre elle son ultime sentence. Son âme fut divisée en 7 parties et scellée par les 7 piliers, jusqu'à ce que vous la réveilliez. À présent, vous ayant confié son véritable nom, elle vous reconnaît comme son nouveau maître. Ok.
My master, I am sorry that I couldn't stay by your side for long, and that I could not have more time to get familiar with you.
Lilupar.
On l'a jamais rencontré, si?
Yeah. We once said goodbye to a friend there. Well, maybe not a friend exactly, but someone we met on the road anyway. She was a strange bottle. If we can find a way to wake her up, maybe she can help solve the situation in Gurabad.
Well, be careful. You may find there's more than just the Jinn to worry about.
You mean, there are other dangers in Gurabad?
It's a sensible assumption to make. The moment we arrived in Caravan Rebod, the Irminsul anomaly started spreading in that direction. Now we've moved to the desert, and suddenly we're plagued by Jinn and sandstorms. To call it a coincidence would be a stretch.
Don't worry, we've gotten a lot stronger since our last stint in Sumeru.
Ah, mais est-ce que ça va suffire d'être plus forte?
It appears the
Depuis le
monsters
début.
native to the desert have been stirred by the Jinn's activity.
You should get going. We'll take care of things here. You too.
Don't do anything too risky. You got it?
Ok, et là, follow ruine de Gurabad. Qu'est-ce que c'est que ce truc? Ah, ça va être un donjon, c'est ça? Je pense que ça va être un donjon du coup.
The Jinn are swarming out of Gurabad. Looks like
Hop,
I'll
on va
hit
prendre
them
le
right.
soin.
Let's get inside, see what's going on.
Ah oui, notre pouvoir est bien plus élevé quoi. Mais...
Bow your head. Be sanctified.
Ça faisait longtemps que je m'étais pas battu dans le jeu.
Settle down. Not
Mais...
oversight on my part.
Allez, ça dégage. Hop.
Blindsided. Burn.
Ils sont légèrement relous quand même.
Dodge this.
Take this.
Allez, un de moins, plus qu'un. Ok, let's go. Ça? Oh, qu'est-ce que c'est? Ok. Non. Bon, est-ce qu'on peut quand même y aller? Ah, mais c'est pas vrai. Ils sont insupportables.
Let the mighty be humbled.
Cool it.
Bellowing thunder.
Mais
Dodge this. Don't push your luck. Don't get frostbite.
ok, ciao. Oh putain, il y en a encore plein, mais c'est une blague.
Justice is blood. Silence.
Mais
The tides beckon. Settle down.
hop, on va prendre un peu de soin. Voilà, nickel.
Verdict is
freeze.
Allez, bon, un en moins, qu'un. Ok, c'est bon. Ouf. Ils étaient relous. Hop, on va profiter pour prendre le soin qu'elle a. Nickel. Décidément, ils abandonnent jamais, hein. C'est une folie, ça.
They must be using this place as a stronghold. Are they the ones behind all this?
let the mighty be humbled. Time for retribution.
Lightning slash.
Bow your head.
Did it take too long?
Ok, hop, comme ça on est guéri.
Cool it. This moment will be frozen in time.
Verdict is justice is blindsided.
Mais, ow!
One hand and Fatui with the other? This is pure chaos.
There's a tear in my robe.
Hop.
Lightning slash. Thunderclap.
Allez, hop, petite électrocution, là, ça dégage. Ah, mais ils sont combien
Freeze. Don't get frostbite.
Let the mighty be humbled. An oversight on my part. Justice is blindsided.
Mais, aïe! Ah putain, puis il me bloque, mais il casse ses couilles.
Silence.
Mais putain, mais ils sont insupportables. Putain, mais j'ai l'impression que plus je les tue, plus il y en a.
The tides beckon.
Oh, so sorry.
Allez. Oh, mais c'est pas vrai. Ah! Je me fais défoncer le cul. En fait, peut-être qu'il fallait pas tous les affronter. Hop, en tout cas, moi je prends la vie. Si je peux me barrer. Allez, ciao.
Do you see that strange machine? Paimon has a sneaking suspicion that that's the thing wrecking Gurabad and setting all those dangerous Jinn free!
The target has reached the core zone. Requesting backup. Repeat, requesting backup.
Backup en route! Stop her at all costs!
Non, descends. Ah non.
Take this! Thunderclap!
Silence. Be sanctified.
Mais
Nice one, traveler. Let's keep going.
ok, ça dégage.
What's the hurry?
Ah non, on les affronte pas.
What's the hurry?
Ensuite, où ils sont les autres? Là. Putain, mais casse les couilles là, Mister Mitraillette. Ok, ouf.
Now we can finally.
It seems my subordinates failed to stop you in your tracks.
Oh, alors voilà.
Apologies, sir.
There is no need to apologize. You did well to hold your ground against such a powerful adversary for as long as you did. I must commend your courage and perseverance.
So, you're in charge here, huh? First the problems with Irminsul, now this mess in Gurabad? Are you the ones responsible for all this?
I'm afraid I cannot answer that. I assume you aren't naive enough to expect answers from an enemy.
Oh, this guy is so snooty! However you want to spin it, you're clearly involved in this somehow. So you can either start talking, or we'll have to make you talk. Let's get him! Traveler, what's wrong?
You're remarkably calm. Some would act more rashly upon finding the ringleader all alone. But you keep your cool. Even as your enemy, I must applaud you.
Did you show yourself just to say that?
Is this you trying to take back control of the conversation? Unfortunately, I really don't have anything to say to you. I am here merely to indulge my own curiosity. Your names are well known among the Fatui. Naturally, I wanted to observe you up close while I had the chance.
Hey! Don't treat us like we're some kind of exotic animals in a zoo!
Oh, I wouldn't dream of it. You seem rather predisposed to misunderstand me. I'm quite aware that you are both heroes of great renown. You have resolved crises in many nations and won countless allies along the way. I've been following your adventures with great admiration. My only regret is that the trajectory of your journey conflicts with our goals.
What do you mean, admiration? Sorry, but that sounds pretty weird coming from you.
I don't see why. We may happen to occupy opposing sides, but there is no cause for deep-seated enmity between us. To respect one's enemy is to respect oneself.
Well, now that you're observing us up close, what do you see?
I've observed as keenly as I can. Yet, while I endeavor to understand, your true strength remains a mystery to me. Violence is not my area of expertise either, so, you see, I would much rather converse with you like this than determine a victor with the edge of a blade. Besides, I've heard that even 3 moons in the sky fail to eclipse your brilliance. I know better than to bite off more than I can chew.
3 moons?
So, you have a connection with the Harbinger, the Doctor.
Ah, c'était sûr, je l'avais dit qu'ils avaient un lien. Donc là, deuxième exécuteur des Fatui est un érudit hérétique obsédé par des expériences folles. En raison d'une série d'inconduites, il fut expulsé de l'académie pendant ses années d'études après quoi il rejoignit les Fatui et s'éleva au rang d'exécuteur. En vrai, ce serait bien de garder ça tout le temps, même en dehors de la quête, quoi. Alors, Gourabad, capitale royale d'un royaume mortel qui s'élevait jadis au-dessus du grand désert écarlate. Elle fut détruite et reconstruite maintes et maintes fois sous le règne de dynasties dorées successives. Témoin de l'ascension et de la chute de la civilisation du roi d'Eshret, elle fut finalement engloutie par les sables, emportant avec elle ses rois d'or. Aujourd'hui encore, de nombreuses fables et légendes à son sujet circulent en Sumeru, la plus célèbre étant le conte de Shirouye et Shirin. Okay.
Well deduced. Our commander Dottore died in Nod-Krai, but there are things that do not end with his departure. We must... Look at me. I almost divulged more than I should have.
What are you after? Revenge for Dottore? Or are you plotting something else?
I've said quite enough, I believe. There's no point in continuing this conversation, except to say, I've noticed that you seem to know your way around here quite well. A repeated visitor to Gurabad, are we?
Ugh.
I'll take that as a yes. Then I'm sure you'll have heard the story of this place. The mother of the Jinn, Lilupar, and the tragic tale of her vengeance that spanned 3 generations. It was right here that Lilupar once helped the wise to ascend to the throne. But from that moment on, every king who sat upon it was corrupted by power. These degenerate rulers lost control over their nation, and with it, the right to occupy that exalted seat.
What are you trying to say?
I once admired you for your adventures. That is the earnest truth. But it appears to me that your journey serves ultimately to uphold the rules of this world. Are these rules truly just? Does the heavenly principles rule with wisdom or folly? And how can we be sure that the 7 who wield authority over the world will not be corrupted?
Do you seriously think you're gonna convince us of anything?
Convince you? I'm sure my commander already tried that. Why would I waste my breath doing the same? If a few words from a stranger were enough to make someone completely change their stance, it would only prove that they never had a firm will to begin with. I am merely stating my position, so that we might understand each other better. One's enemy in the present may not necessarily be an enemy for life. As for what game I'm playing here, I'm simply buying some time. But now I must bid you farewell. It was a wise decision not to attack me immediately. Since you did not fall for my ambush, I will now have to ask those in hiding to reveal themselves.
Leave this to us, sir.
Very well. I trust you to do what is necessary. Stall her while I execute the next step of the plan. Sumeru City, Irminsul.
Hey! Stop right there! Don't you dare leave without explaining yourself!
All units, stop them! Protect the commander!
Did you hear that? He mentioned Sumeru City and Irminsul!
Okay.
He definitely knows something!
Mais...
We can't let him get away! Get rid of these pesky soldiers! Quick!
Mais aïe, c'est une folie ça!
Verdict is...
Lightning slash! Rear guard to the front! Don't let them through!
Resistance is futile. Oh, save yourself.
Mais... Ouch! Toi tu me pètes les couilles, Mister Mitraillette, par contre. Putain mais ils sont horribles, ils sont relous.
Resistance is futile. Save yourself.
Mais...
Settle down. An oversight on my part. Let the mighty be humbled. Get that thing in position!
Hold on! Just a little longer!
Oh, so sorry.
Burn! Silence! Be sanctified.
Bellowing thunder!
Ok... Ah!
Time for retribution!
Lightning slash! We
Ah,
finally
let's
beat
go.
them. That mysterious guy can't have gotten far.
Y'a pas un son? Merde. Par contre le TP. On prend le TP. Je peux pas prendre le TP. Oh non, arnaque. Arnaque. Où est-ce qu'il faut que j'aille? Par là-bas. Oh, qu'est-ce qui brille? De mon poignet.
Found him! Over here!
You're very persistent.
Hey, you! Stop running and explain yourself! What are you trying to... What's this?
Relax. A small trap like this won't be enough to hold you. The sandstorms from Gurabad will die down soon enough, but this small window of time was all we needed to launch the next phase of our plan. Don't be discouraged. I knew that someone would come here eventually, so I planned ahead. Where to chat with you, which door to exit from, even which mechanism to wait by for you. I thought through every detail. You, meanwhile, know nothing of who I am. So far, you've only heard my voice, and for all you know, it may not even be real. But not to worry. This is only our first meeting. It shan't be our last.
Just answer me one last question. Why do you continue to follow Dottore? He has conducted countless cruel experiments, even on his subordinates.
Follow isn't quite the right word. Let's just say even those you see as villains have their friends, even if they aren't the most sincere of friendships. When any set of rules is established, there will be those who benefit and those who lose out. People will do anything to justify what they have gained or escape from the hardship imposed upon them. Neither he nor I are tolerated by the rules of this world. We were both searching for a new order. Our ideas of the final form that should take may have differed, but our journeys took a shared path. Goodbye, Traveler and Paimon. I wish you a timely escape, albeit not too soon. I will need a little more time to prepare, after all.
Hey! Come back! Wait, this dark wall. We've seen these on our adventures before. It swallows people up! Oh, I'm sorry. She shouldn't have jumped a gun! Oh, okay. He may have fooled us this time, but we'll get it back!
Sino and his team are guarding the north. We'll take this side.
There's so many Jin! We can't let them get into Aru Village! Don't fret. I am well prepared for this situation.
Huh. So you have a solution?
Perhaps you're unaware that I have a trusty genie partner of my own, Plumpy. If I send her to negotiate with the others, this whole thing will be resolved before you can say Mora. Off you go, Plumpy!
Il se passe pas grand chose.
Come on, what's the holdup? 5,000 Mora.
Ah, c'est les mêmes en fait, d'accord.
20,000 Mora. $100,000 Mora. Final offer.
Ah, so she's a hired partner.
Hired partners are reliable too. Plumpy here is a highly skilled negotiator. You'll see. Just a few words from her and...
Effectivement, très efficace. Ah non, absolument pas. J'ai cru qu'elle défonçait tout le monde.
Plumpy! Don't you Jin have any respect for the rules? This was supposed to be a negotiation. How dare
J'ai
you
cru
treat
qu'elle
my
leur mettait
messenger
la
like
pâtée.
this?
Mais pas du tout.
You wanna play rough? Two can play at that game.
Looks like it's up to us now. Be careful, Kale.
Yes, Master.
J'adore.
What happened? How did I pass out? Never mind. Plumpy, it's time for revenge.
Ah putain, c'est que des personnages qui attaquent, je déteste ça.
This reminds me of when you first arrived in Avidia Forest. You were trying to help a child retrieve a lost toy when you stumbled upon Spino Crocodile territory.
Mais ils veulent me laisser tranquille 2 minutes.
Yeah, I remember. Our first time fighting side by side.
Fighting side by side? I seem to recall swooping in to rescue you with a team of forest rangers.
Mais...
Please stop.
And Shroud! Let's nip that in the bud.
Ok. Oh non. Oh, un bouclier.
Yeah, one with the forest.
Ok, ouf.
There's too many of them! I can't believe I used 12 rare items in one battle! Ugh. I shudder to think how this is going to affect this month's accounts. The sight of that glaring deficit might be more than my poor heart can take.
Tighnari, how's the situation on your end?
We held the line, though it was a close call. But it looks like they're preparing for another attack. Has something happened?
They've breached our defenses in the south. The Jinn are pouring in. We're moving the villagers to the north as we speak.
We're hemmed in. This is getting precarious. Our margin for error just got a lot smaller.
That's why we wanted to confirm your status. We need to consider our next move carefully.
Bad news! Another line of defense has been breached.
Kale, go with them and assess the situation. Dory and I will hold the line here.
But Master! Even with 3 of us, we barely managed to.
This is not a discussion, Kale. Don't worry about us. She clearly still has plenty of tricks left up her sleeve.
Wait, you can't pin all your hopes on me!
La pauvre.
Great. I've almost run out of the things I brought with me, and the rest is back at the caravan. I should be able to hold out for a little longer, but still... Master!
Need any help?
Ah, Nicole.
Huh?
What is it, Kale?
If things continue like this, it won't be long before Aru village is overrun by Jinn, and the sandstorms are sure to follow in their wake. I do have a plan, but I can't guarantee it will work.
I don't care, whoever you are. Please just help us.
The only one who can help is you. I am merely here to guide you along the correct path. I am a spirit created at the beginning. I am a flickering illusion. I am the shimmering light that flows from the eyes of the Creator.
What do you mean?
It doesn't matter. You don't need to understand it. Just repeat after me, one line at a time.
Watch out! Jinn incoming!
I am a spirit created at the beginning.
Here goes nothing. I am a spirit created at the beginning.
La tête. En même temps, ça peut se comprendre.
I am a flickering illusion.
I am a flickering illusion. What's wrong, Plumpy? I've never seen you so agitated before.
That's... But how do you...
Do you know what Kale is reciting?
I am the shimmering light that flows from the eyes of the Creator.
I am the shimmering light that flows from the eyes of the Creator!
It's a song composed by the goddess of flowers. But very few
Ah,
records
c'était
of
pas
it remain,
Nicole.
even in historical texts. All we have is a few fragments. Is Kale an avid historian?
Not to my knowledge.
The Jinn have actually quieted down. Although, no, it's more than that. It looks like they're showing submission.
Clearly the songs left by the goddess of flowers have a soothing effect on them. At the very least, they're much calmer now.
Really? Let me try. I am a spirit created at the beginning. Don't stay away! I'll stop! I'll stop!
It seems like the song only works when Kale recites it. But why?
Kale.
Ok, on retourne sur nous.
Any luck?
When I heard that loud rumbling in the distance, I thought the shifting sands had bust open the gates to some ancient treasure vault. Turns out it was just you guys.
Huh? Wait, that sounds like...
It's been a long while. Did you miss me?
Oh, moi j'ai cru que c'était Deia, je suis déçue.
Jet! Ben!
Je sais même pas c'est qui.
Let's save the catching up for later. First, I gotta get you guys out of there.
Alors, Jet, qui sait que c'est? Qui sait que c'est? Ouh, cette phrase n'est absolument pas française. Donc Jet, une Ferra Indi, mercenaire née dans le désert, a jadis exploré le mausolée du roi d'Eshret à vos côtés et a assisté au sacrifice de son père, Jebrael. Par la suite, Jet est retourné sur les terres natales de son père et a rejoint la tribu des Tanites, espérant déposer les reliques de ses parents dans l'oasis éternelle. Au cours de votre quête de l'oasis éternelle, vous avez rencontré Liloupar, la mère des djinns, et avez peu à peu découvert le complot ourdi au sein de la tribu des Tanites. Après avoir anéanti la dite tribu, Jet a fondé sa propre compagnie de mercenaires et continue de parcourir la mer des sables. On a fait ça, nous?
This should be the right mechanism. Ben, can you handle it? There we go. Come on, let's leave this place.
Il continue d'avancer le truc. Ah oui. Hop. On a un point de sauvegarde. C'est parfait. Parce que je pense qu'on va arrêter le live là-dessus. Et ça c'est... Ah oui, ok, la suite de l'histoire. Ok. Ah, faut que je trouve une Catherine. Où est Catherine? Catherine. Là-haut. Hop. Attends, je me rappelle où est-ce qu'elle est. Non? Ah. Moi et l'orientation, ça fait vraiment 155. Hein. Ah non, elle est là, Catherine. Ah non? Non, elle est là. Alléluia, on l'a enfin trouvé. Mais Catherine, je m'en fous de ce que tu me dis. D'accord, ok, c'était une quête.
Thank you for completing to...
Ok, super. Et les expéditions. Bam. Hop, ça c'est fait. Ah, j'ai une nouvelle quête à Sumeru. Ok, on s'en fiche un petit peu. Et du coup, est-ce qu'on peut faire des tirages? Oh, on peut en faire que 2. Et on était à combien de pity? On était à 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65... 66, 67, 68. Ah oui, on a quasiment aucune chance de l'avoir, mais bon. 2 vœux, et on y croit, ok. 68. 69. Aïe, 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 aïe. Plus qu'un. Ok, dernier vœu. 70. Allez, allez, allez. Non. Bon, bah... on l'aura pas. Rip. Rip, rip. Hop, et... on peut refaire un vœu. On peut faire le 71e. Hop. Allez, 71. Oh, j'ai cru. Non. Bon, bah... adieu, Sandrone. Ok. Hop, on a du succès. Ah, peut-être qu'on va pas refaire un vœu. Oui, on a assez pour refaire encore un vœu. Ok. Oh, let's go, on a pile assez. Si on fait boutique, hop. Ok, donc 72. Allez, on y croit. Oh, oh! OMG. Oh, let's go! Let's go, let's go, let's go! Oh mon dieu, je suis trop contente. Let's go, on l'a eu, incroyable. Oh, j'y croyais tellement pas. Oh, oh pour un peu, j'étais en mode oui, bon, il nous reste un vœu, je le fais plus tard. Et... ah, par contre, tais-toi, Sandrone. Oh, incroyable, on va débloquer. Oh, j'y croyais tellement pas. Qu'est-ce que j'ai débloqué une quête? Parce que j'ai débloqué le personnage. Hop. Oh là là. OMG. C'est le dernier primo qui traînait dans les... dans les... ah! Je sais plus comment ça s'appelle là, là dans la collection, tout ça. Et qui ont permis de l'obtenir. Trop bien. Je suis trop contente. Ah, mais en plus elle est écrit où? Ça veut dire que bientôt on va pouvoir dégager Keia enfin et avoir un bon personnage. Incroyable, on va enfin pouvoir avoir Sandrone. Oui, trop contente. Je suis trop contente. On va enfin pouvoir avoir un nouveau perso. Par contre, du coup, on repasse à 0 de pity. Hein. Donc ça va être un peu chiant. C'est-à-dire prochaine bannière, ah bah on les aura potentiellement pas. Hop, du coup... ah, du coup j'ai débloqué l'avatar avec la nouvelle tenue. Et on a obtenu Sandrone. Trop bien, trop bien. Bon, sur ce, moi le chat je vais vous laisser là. J'espère que vous avez passé une bonne après-midi, que vous avez apprécié le live. Moi je vous dis à la prochaine, potentiellement demain pour finir la suite du dessin de Léon. Enfin, ou le continuer, je sais même pas si on va le finir. Et moi je vais vous laisser là, donc je vous dis bye bye tout le monde. Des bisous, bye!